Yep. They do that to me too.
They do that to you too.
Well, I noticed a lot of it. I thought at first was like MP3 files and stuff, just deleting and me having to re-download them. You would like on my computer, it started before my phone. It's the radio stuff. I'd go look for a certain song, like, oh yeah, we're gonna play this song again. 1,000 songs on here, 2,000 probably, and a bunch of in between chord stuff, whatever. All the truth, every avenue in between. Well, I'd go type it in, not found. I know I downloaded it. This is where I downloaded it. This is the day I downloaded it. Just So I don't know. I always thought, a lot of them, most of them I noticed were gone. At first were banned.video files from Alex Jones, his little clips. So I just assumed he had files that delete after a while. I think they can make temporary files. I don't know how that works, or turn things into a temporary file.
This was simple, man. Like, that's not supposed to happen on your device without you doing it or
Exactly.
authorizing it. Like, I'm still scrolling way the heck down. I'm like, where the heck is all this stuff? I know it's gotta be on here. I know how to find it now.
No worries, man. If you find it later, it's all good. But we got a lot of. Oh, God. We got a Q birthday again. Welcome to the channel. No, I'm just kidding.
James.
Yeah.
You got humor right there.
Interesting. Most of these people are just trolling, but interesting if you actually have evidence. The last guy that come up was just like, it's a star because it is. And he just, well, what evidence do you have? It just is. 5 minutes later, it just is. Bye, have a good day. Gravity sliding. Pyramid Earth. Right on.
Yeah, they definitely hit it here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get back. I'm gonna get into my settings. Fucking this crazy, man. I gotta go into my storage. And here I gotta like free up space. Click on free up space. See all. And now what? Oh, look at that. Over 1,000 hack files I downloaded onto my device. Oh shit. So I'm gonna have to delete all that crap. I'll do that in a minute. But let me scroll way down here and find this for you, alright? Alright. Alright, here it is. Or something. No, that's something different. Okay, here's one. Wait, no, that's a bit different.
Because all I can do is stall, bro. They never, it seems like with me actually doing this, that's the worst of it. Is they take forever and stack up charges.
Hey, listen, bro, listen. It says the secret to winning in court. The judges do not want this known, but you'd never get a bar attorney to help you with this. It says,
I know where it
this
is.
was reported to have happened in an LA Superior Court recently. Woman said 4 things. She said first, I do not consent to these proceedings. You have to say, I do not consent to these
Yep,
proceedings.
I've done that.
And if you have to state the grounds of the reason why, make sure you have a reason why, because they are inaccurate to the truth
No jurisdiction, yeah.
of anything. Jurisdiction or anything, yeah. Second, your offer is not accepted. You have to say that. She said that to them. Your offer is not accepted. And then third, she said, I do not consent to being surety for this case and these proceedings. And fourth, she said, I demand a bond be immediately brought forward so I can see who can indemnify me if I am damaged. The judge dismissed the case immediately and told her to leave the court. To what she said when they were called for their case, they repeated her words, and the judge dismissed his case and told him to leave the court, got up and told everyone to leave the court was closed and would not open till the next day and left the court.
You had to reset the venue. Yep, back to Admiral. Yep.
So, there's also other things here.
And it gives the rest of the crowd time to forget. When they get back in there and get pressured, they'll just pay the fine. But go ahead. That's why they close for
Make
that
sure
long.
that you represent yourself.
Oh yeah, I told him I sent him the paperwork to cancel any POAs. And you know what this judge told me? I never heard this before at Cherokee. He said, "Oh, you don't want to do that. Let me give you some advice as a private attorney," which violates my state laws and the procedures.
Okay, a motion to dismiss is a formal request for a court to dismiss a case. The reasons for dismissal vary greatly. Settlement: approximately 95% of civil cases reach settlements at some stage. Can be
We're in criminal side.
Special appearances are tool defendants can use to challenge a court's jurisdiction over them. If a court does not have personal jurisdiction, or there are other errors in service of process, many states allow defendants to challenge a lawsuit without submitting to the court's jurisdiction. Normally, if the citizen were to make a general appearance, the jurisdiction issue would be waived. For federal courts in some states, the defendant does not have to make a special appearance, but they are required to challenge a given error before addressing the actual claim itself.
And that's why they all in front of me and try to just get me to sign stuff real quick, and I won't. So, yep, I told them that. So, yep, they're just stalling, and it just drives my grandma nuts and my parents because, you know.
Failure to state a claim.
Yep.
Failure to state a claim is a defense asserting that even if all the factual allegations in the complaint are true, they are insufficient to establish a cause of action, and the case should therefore be dismissed. In a federal civil action, this defense is raised via a federal rule of civil procedure, 12B6, 12B in parentheses, 6 in parentheses, motion to dismiss. Before the adoption of the federal rules of civil procedure, a failure to state a claim defense was known as a demurrer.
Yeah, and I told one guy that. I'd always tell them I'm trying to answer in a demurrer, and they always raise their eyebrows as soon as I say that. And then I go on with my little deal. Like, you know, it's just this thing, man, that they all haven't proven in 200 years. You know what I mean? I don't try to argue with him. I just tell him I'm doing something protected, and he's just doing his job, and he's criminalizing me for it. But I'm just putting y'all on, you know what I mean?
Here's something. It says all the stuff they don't teach you. It says no license plate, no problem. The right to travel. Shapiro versus Thompson, 394 U.S. 680, 1969. Validated state duration and residency requirements for public assistance and helped establish a fundamental right to travel in U.S. law. Shapiro was part of a set of 3 welfare cases all heard during the 68-69 term by the Supreme Court. Okay, along with others, okay. There's also Murdoch versus Pennsylvania, 319 U.S. 105. No state may convert a secure liberty into a privilege and issue a license and fee for it. Shuttlesworth versus Birmingham in Alabama in Supreme Court 1. It said in 373 U.S. 262, if the state does convert a right into a privilege and issue a license and charge a fee for it, you can ignore the license and fee and engage in the right with impunity. So they all hit off my device to where I have to get into deleting files off my device just to find them. Can you believe that?
Yep.
So I'm gonna have to convert all this stuff on a piece of paper, write it all down by hand, just so I have a hard copy of it.
Yeah, unless I guess they can probably get into jump drives remotely now. Unless I don't know how that works. But that's what I'm getting at, bro. Most people are winning it. I just happen to be in one of the most corrupt counties around, where all the cops are getting caught doing the craziest thing. I don't want to say anymore. So you know, I'm just happen to be there, and they just do whatever, and they think they're immune because they've been getting away. Because nobody said nothing. We all just, if we don't say nothing and it's do our thing, it won't be us. Well, now it's everybody. So now it's kind of we have to say something, and we're getting this pushback because they've been in power for so long. So most everywhere I go, all over Oklahoma, I go 3 hours away every Saturday to a football game. And dude, the worst condition ever, bro. My China bike, the motor mount's cracked, the bolts out of it, the chain's flying off. And I told him this cop coming up to me because I'm about to crash out here in the store parking lot right when they close. And I told him it's the China bike, this, that, and the third, the big private tag on the back. And he laughed. Right on. Well, be safe. I was like, yeah. Kind of wanted to say keep an eye on me, but I just crashed out there until 8 o'clock hit, and I ran down there and got until before the chain popped back off and got what I needed and made it home. But yeah, he was cool. Big city. The next week, my bike quits on me. I get towed to Edmond. Oh, you can't just hang out here like that. Cops are bad and this, that. So you never know. I really think from all my best friend, he does security in North Tulsa in the hood where no cops show up. And he says the cops don't even bother people up here. A lot of people. We seen 3 people that day without tags or with them covered, and with the tent. I said, yeah, they don't give a shit. Nobody has tags up here anymore. And it's like, I guess it's just these small towns where they got nothing to go on. They don't got real crime to deal with.
No, you gotta listen to me though, because this is the only chance I'm probably gonna get to tell you any of this stuff.
Oh, I
I got
apologize.
10% battery power on this other device to tell you any of this stuff I got saved on it. You wanna hear any of it?
Oh, sure. I'm sorry.
Okay, alright, so there's a motion to dismiss, always remember that. This motion argues that the charges should be dropped entirely. Grounds for dismissal can include lack of evidence, violations of your constitutional rights, or procedural errors. Imagine facing theft charges for an offense.
So this guy's not doing it either, isn't he? He's got it saved somewhere.
Okay, another one, it says, non-courtroom procedures governs where the parties may be heard. Subject matter jurisdiction governs what the court can hear specifically. While litigating parties may waive personal jurisdiction, they cannot waive subject matter jurisdiction. In federal court, under the federal rules of civil procedure, this probably has more to do with like litigation, and this doesn't probably have to do with traffic court.
Hey, I'm in there too. I'm suing him. Go ahead.
Okay, so when litigating parties may waive personal jurisdiction, they cannot waive subject matter jurisdiction. In a federal court, under the federal rules of civil procedure, a motion to dismiss for lack of subject matter jurisdiction is considered a favored defense. It may be raised at any point in the litigation process, even if the parties had previously argued that subject matter jurisdiction existed. In fact, the court may dismiss a case sua sponte on its own for lack of subject matter jurisdiction.
Is that
CEG, Fed,
real quick? Clarify. They're dismissing. I'm ordering the federal court to dismiss the lower court and prove that they had no standing, or is this a dismissal at the federal during the litigation? Sorry.
One second, let me read it again.
Because I feel like I read that. So, like you can get them to make a ruling on the lower deal, or if not, the Supreme Court does it. But still.
In a federal court, under federal rules of civil procedure, a
Oh
motion
yeah.
to dismiss for lack of subject matter jurisdiction is considered a favorable defense. That's in a federal court, says it may be raised at any point in the litigation process.
Yep. You're right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to dismiss because they tried to dismiss on me already the first time, and so like I had to go. Whoa, hang on. You got to rebut here. We need. Hang on. This is I mean, and now they served them last week. It took months. They had sovereign citizen rhetoric, sovereign, and then finally I said, dude, file the case. We're doing this shit everywhere, and he did. So I'm like, same thing. But like, yeah, I think you're right. It's for that deal, which I wouldn't, which is probably their favored thing to just dismiss and move on. That's what it seems like when I looked it up. Most of them dismiss or they settle, which I'm hoping, or settle or something at least. 50,000's fine. 20,000. Especially tow companies, they usually try to pay you ahead of time, but I got a stickler one that's got one of them Boss Hawk. What was that show? Lizard Lick Like Wives. He was cool, but she was all like, "Oh, you not gonna record me?" It was like we in the South, buddy. it was I don't know. I'm just like, hey, I'm just trying to educate people. I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job. Just the law changed,
Here's when I got off the internet. It says TSRI Disney Labs, August 25th, 2024. The current focus is on leveraging these technological advances to identify patient-specific therapies. Disney Labs.
Now we're all
Disney
talking.
Labs was real. It was real. Okay, what else? It's called DGIC. Disney Research. Disney Research. IC, whatever IC stands for. International Company Coalition Corporation is a network of labs that supports the Walt Disney Company with scientific and technological innovation. The labs are located in Los Angeles, Zurich, and Edinburgh.
Berg, of course. Go ahead.
Okay, so, anyways, they're real too. So I confirmed that they're actually freaking real. So anyway, it's just stuff I'm pulling up on my device.
Oh, you're good.
Okay.
As long as there's not something that'll get you banana, I'm down.
Yeah, I know, man. I'm just gonna figure out where stuff. Let's see here. Hold on a second. Yeah, but that was like
Relief was granted? Yeah, of course.
Is it failure to state a claim? Is a defense, asserting that even if all the factual allegations in the complaint are true, sufficient to establish a cause of action for being dismissed. Okay, hold on a second. And then you have to ask
What's
the
going
question
on?
that says, special grounds. Okay, we're going to do that. Oops, sorry. Never mind about that.
I'm fucking not playing around.
Guys, like national security, I'm like, never mind about that. You're like, what? National security order? Wait a minute, what? Never mind. It's never mind. It's not important. Like, wait. Okay, hold on a second. Here's something I say. It says, I do not accept this offer, and I do not consent to these proceedings without prejudice. UCC-1-308. Here's one. That I took a screenshot of the private. A car is a consumer goods. UCC-9-102. A in parentheses and parentheses. Consumer goods. This means goods that are used or bought for use primarily for profit or household purposes. A consumer good. Your car is a consumer good. Consumer goods are products used by consumers. Examples of consumer goods include food, appliances, clothing, and automobiles. A house would be a consumer good because it is purchased primarily to reside in. You don't register your TVs, refrigerators, furniture, etc., do you? Let me say you don't register them, do you? Registration is not required for a consumer good. Motor Vehicle Theft Prevention Program, AHMLC, see you in a second. I'm going to do this for a minute. Says license is not required. Definition of driver's license is from 49 U.S.C. 31301. Says number 6, driver's license means a license issued by a state to an individual authorizing the individual to operate a motor vehicle on highways. Definition of driver from 49 CFR 390.ST. Driver means any person who operates any commercial motor vehicle. The motor vehicle is covered in 18 U.S.C. 31. The term motor vehicle means every description of carriage or other contrivance propelled or drawn by mechanical power and used for commercial purposes. Underlined. On the highways, in the transportation of passengers or property or cargo. Definition of use for commercial purposes. From 18 U.S.C. 31, number 10, used for commercial purposes. The term used for commercial purposes means the carriage of persons or property for any fare, rate, charge, or directly or indirectly in connection with any business or any undertaking intended for profit. So you're not driving for any profit. Okay, you're just driving to get from point A to point B. It's not for a commercial purpose. It does not require a commercial driver's license. You know this, I hope.
Oh, that's pretty nice, bro.
Thanks, okay. Definition of license as per Black's Law 4th edition is permission to do something which without the license would not be allowed. City of Shreveport, Louisiana versus Brister, 194 Louisiana 618 194 SO.566, 567. Great Atlantic Pacific Tea Company versus City of Lexington, Kentucky, 256. Okay, let me give you the numbers. It also says, therefore, a license is something that permits you to break the law.
And I need to like tell him to hurry up. That's the only issue. Like I got all that on the record. First thing you said it's not a record, it's a record, and then they put it on there the next day. It was. at their courtroom. They tell me a bunch of stuff. We have a certain time the court will accept like a motion to dismiss any case any time. Rule 1, 2, 3, we ran this coach on me. It's different at Cherokee because they have you outside and the judge back there. They hold them sit down and then refuse. So it's not weird. They want one-on-one. They don't want everybody to see what each individual challenges in their case time. That's what's weird. County court, they just go, I don't want to deal with it, dismiss. I got to stick with it. That's all it is. Yeah, I did a federal complaint.
Come on, let's work together. Now, people, because together we will stand. Every boy, every woman, and a man. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, let's work together.
Well, when he said, give me a fair hand, said, let me give you some advice as a private attorney, that's when I knew we lied about the first thing. So yeah, I would start there. They can't give you advice. They can't identify as a private attorney. I've never heard anybody in my life or on camera anywhere in this video say that right there, word for word. Even catching word for word, that never happened.
Now, people, because together we will stand. Every boy, girl, woman, and a man.
He just leaned over and said, listen here, man, you don't want to do this, I'm going to give it some bash. Oh, boss hog, like, I was like, what? It's kind of smooth and smooth. You knew what his face did. He quietly said it.
Come on, let's work together. Now, people, because together we will stand. Every boy, woman, and a man.
Right now, I got his name, probably. I know his bar, so probably.
Well, now together we will stand.
Oh, yeah.
Every boy, girl, woman, and a man.
Or if I'm Jewish. No, I don't. What did I say? Oh, really?
It's been way too long.
People came. All right. I was like Ma Humbug or Ma
It's all
Humbug?
good though. You know you watching now.
Ma Humbug?
Good die young. We know you alright.
Yeah, but what if they ask for my credentials?
He didn't shit, he probably would've beat me to my grave. Real shit is what he gave. Trying to learn to be a man. Wish he stuck around and taught me, but he battling them demons.
I'll try it.
Whiskey in
Last
his
minute,
coffee.
if nothing else works, yes, sir.
Whoa, that's the way I was bred. Whoa, don't get knocked aside.
Yeah, I used to study them all the time. I forgot. I didn't know that's what. I've heard that, but didn't know what it was.
On a stone in my home, it's the place I lay my head. I ain't mad at it. Watch me make the world mad. I told my girl the other day, I'ma die fat and happy with a caddy in the driveway. Pool in the bay, yeah. Fools in the bay, yeah. Barbecuing at the door. Hell in the rear view. Heaven on my hood, baby. Angel on my side. And she smile cause I'm her, baby. And she know I got her to the grave. The day come early, celebrate cause I'm good, baby. One mama told me when I was just a young boy.
There's also, you know, of course, like that one, no, some old law show in 2006. They were always going off on him for having like some. And this girl was going to get married at 3 and have to go back to his. And he basically, oh yeah, he got out of it. But they saved the girl and he did this, but he got out of the charges for being of his religion and wanted being higher than our courts.
Damn, where the time gone? It's like your hands on the time wrong. Cause you ain't supposed to be gone yet. So on me, John Barley. Good die young. Guess the good die young. I had a dream the other day. We was kicking it, just sipping on some vodka lemonade. Like you never passed away, guess I never understand. Wishing we could talk again. Battling these demons, pouring whiskey on your coffin, man. Whoa, pour out a little cream water and just know I'm always here for your daughter. Hey, yo. You can snuck her in for help church. And you can just taught her these words. My mama told me when I was just a young boy, said the girl die young, yeah, the girl die young. Oh, and I don't know why it is your daddy gone. Guess the girl die young.
Yeah, for real. What is this Green 7? I've seen
Die
something about
young.
that.
Blue eyes to the blue sky, moonshine in the moonlight. And we party
I ain't seen
all
that
night,
one, but
all
I've seen
night,
something else
all
talking about a 7.
Cause we know
I
you
mean, they copied him. It's just a joke. No,
alright.
right on.
Blue eyes to the blue skies, moonshine in the moonlight.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
All night, all night, all night. Cause we know you alright, alright, alright. My mom told me when I was just a young boy, said the girl die young, yeah, the girl die young. Oh, and I don't know why it is your daddy gone.
Become a meme, yeah.
Yes, the girl die young, the girl die young. Oh no.
You think that's funny, huh?
Yeah.
You better not put that on.
Was jailed for a crime he did not commit.
Still dumbfounded about it.
The trouble started for Michael Lowe when he was about to board an American Airlines flight at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. Like most passengers, Lowe killed a little time walking through the terminal, checking out some of the stores. At the same time, another passenger seen in these surveillance photos stole jewelry from a duty-free kiosk. Both Michael Lowe and the suspect boarded the same flight. Police asked American Airlines for a list of passengers who might match the crook's description. The airline handed over just one name, Michael Lowe, even though he looked nothing like the suspect. A warrant had been issued for his arrest.
I pleaded I was innocent, was basically mocked for that.
What were your conditions like when you were in custody?
Jail conditions were horrible. People screaming, violence, it was filthy, it smelled of urine, the facilities were just really bad.
I guess people don't understand that going to jail is going close to
Taken into Gaza. Just another Sabbath day in Israel, but we don't take it serious. We're headed to the rave now, where we gon' get delirious. I'm meeting all my people there. Yeah, I know it's evil there, but we like our freedom. Plus, all the drugs are legal there. The music's so good, we having fun. The drugs are kicking in, but I keep hearing this gun. I must be tripping. I know I'm pretty hot, but I keep hearing these cries. So I look up and I'm seeing paratroopers in the sky. They got guns and they shooting, so we running now. I can feel the bullets by my head, so I'm ducking.
It's real, I promise.
She's bleeding, but I gotta leave, they coming. Man, I should have been with God's people, but I was out clubbing. Now I'm running for my life. I see flash body like, is this how I'ma die? But I'm a good person, didn't steal, I didn't lie. I promise I'll comply. I look up to the sky like, God, why? God, you broke my Sabbath. You don't worship me, you worship things. I've been a holy God since I began it. I'm trying to woo my people, but it seems you're falling into what is evil. Now will not be mocked, you're not my equal. You claim to be my bride, but you are on the path that's very wide. You've been defying me for centuries. Now you gon' see me slide. Ask the people what happened. In the desert they just died. I kept them fed, kept them clothed, and they still wouldn't comply. But you are different, cause through my son I made a way. But you don't wanna go through him, so you are gonna pay. I've held my wrath back, I've kept the enemy at bay. You think that you are strong, but I'll watch you break like clay. You're pagan idols, rather have position and a title. You deny the son and you will see that he is vital. It's a cycle and I'm done. In my Bible I have won. If you were my disciple, you would try to see my son, but you're not. You will stand before a holy God guilty. My bride's without blemish, you have been filthy. I've warned you to come back to me, and my spirit convicts, but you'd rather be free. You who are witnesses, observe what will happen to them. Hear you, earth, I am bringing disaster on this people, the fruit of their schemes, because they have not listened to my words and have rejected my law. What do I care about incense from Sheba or sweet calamus from a distant land? Your burnt offerings are not acceptable. Your sacrifices do not please me. Therefore, this is what the Lord says. I will put obstacles before this people. Parents and children alike will stumble over them. Neighbors and friends will perish. This is what the Lord says. Look, an army is coming from the north. A great nation is being stirred from the ends of the earth. They are armed with bow and spear. They are cruel and show no mercy. They sound like the roaring sea as they ride on their horses. They come like men in battle formation to attack you.
Yeah, we have false flags and fire. People to control narratives. Thank you. They do that fast, rapid growing flat earth people.
They say you know a tree by the fruit, so I sit back and watch what you bearing. Holy Spirit and gave me the juice. I locked in with a spirit, I'm pairing. Trying to see what your life like. Say you living for God, so I should see Christ, right? I ain't scared of the dark, I'm a nightlight. See a demon run up in this night. They say you know the tree by the fruit. They say you know the tree by the fruit. They say you know the tree by the fruit. So I sit back and watch what you bearing. Holy Spirit and gave me the juice. I locked in with a spirit, I'm pairing. I locked in with my God, move with the squad. Say that you say, but you move kinda hard. Shout out to God, he came in with the mind. Eyes in the spirit, I'm peeping a fraud. I'm peeping a fraud. Eyes in the spirit, I'm peeping a fraud. I'm peeping a fraud. Eyes in the spirit, I'm peeping a fraud. Shit, now I know what to do. Told the guy and he gave me a clue. If I pray and I get in my word, he told me he gon' give me the juice. Saying Papa and he getting the deuce. 66, I'ma hit him with truth. 66, I'ma hit him with scripts. Book of life, yeah, I'm letting it loose. Book of life, yeah, I'm letting it loose, but they knew that. Saying start talking, I like where the truth at. Pop out the church, I'ma press with my crew at. My brother, my keeper, I stay with a group at. My brother, my keeper, you know that we locked in. If it's about lost souls, how can we not spin? I built my house on a rock and I rock. Discerning the fronds, it's really been shot. Trying to see what your life like. Say you living for God, so I should see Christ, right? I ain't scared of the dark, I'm a nightlight. See a demon run up in this night. They say you know the tree by the fruit. They say you know the tree by the fruit. They say you know the tree by the fruit. So I sit back and watch what you bearing. Holy Spirit and gave me the juice. All I did with the spirit, I'm pairing. All I did with my God, move with the squad. Say that you say, but you move kinda hard. Shout out to God, he came in with the mind. Eyes in the spirit, I'm peeping a fraud. I'm peeping a fraud. Eyes in the spirit, I'm peeping a fraud. I'm peeping a fraud.
The following report is from Dr. Anna Maria Mielcia's recent article entitled Hydrogel Platform Enables Versatile Data Encryption and Decryption. The building blocks of hydrogels are being found in the COVID vaccine, and hydrogels are being found in the blood of both the vaccinated and the unvaccinated. They are the so-called blood clots that are being found around the world, and these hydrogels can now be programmed, encrypted, and decrypted. According to Mielcia, they are the substrate of the brain-computer interface and the primary method of fusing humans with machines, as she described by referencing MIT research in the article Hydrogel Interfaces for Merging Humans and Machines. Elements which Mielcia and Clifford Carnicom found with near-infrared spectroscopy in the blood of the unvaccinated exposed to shedding and environmental contamination include hydrogel plastics such as polyenes, vinyl, nylon, Kevlar, and spider silk proteins, as well as other nanotechnology signatures such as silicone and sulfur. This technology hijacks methyl groups, which are needed to detoxify and create glutathione in the body. Hydrogels used for the encrypted programmable technology include polyvinyl alcohol and polycaprolactone. Both of these hydrogels are listed as stealth nanoparticles in the Moderna patent for lipid nanoparticle composition. This suggests that not only those who received the shot have this hydrogel encryption technology in their bodies, but also those who have experienced shedding and environmental contamination, which is just about everyone. These hydrogels are known to be programmable and encrypted. This technology can behave as brain storage. It can store memories and visual information in an individual's brain, and it can be chemically induced to be securely encrypted and decrypted, allowing for the secure recording and storage of confidential visual information. This provides a platform for secure financial transactions, which is a requirement for a digital ID. MIT researchers have discussed how this very same technology can be used to fuse humans with machines. And while they've had problems working it out in the past, a recent paper has announced they found success using the very same elements found in both the blood of the vaccinated and unvaccinated by Mielcia and Carnicom. In a lecture by Professor Sokrat Khizroev at the University of Miami, it is discussed how advanced materials can be used for interfacing machines and the human brain. He references a research project funded by DARPA wherein magnetic nanoparticles are key to this technology. Mielcia has published research that shows how the COVID shots alter torsion fields in the body and produce magnetism. A review by the RAND Corporation, Brain-Computer Interfaces, U.S. Military Applications and Implications, discussed the convergence of human with machine. In an interview with Big Pharma whistleblower Karen Kingston, Kingston discusses this self-assembly nanotechnology and how the spike protein is an engineered device, triggered by electromagnetic frequency, and how the quantum dots are gene editing.
Even from like a mermaid group that lives underwater or something. And then
This nanotechnology appears to be distributed via
smooth black piece. I'm holding it now. It's a smooth black piece of stone or something. I don't know what it is, but it's kind of heavy. It's all black. It's kind of smooth. And in the cross section, when you look at it sideways, the thickness or width of it, it's whitish, and it blends into black, almost like a compressed polymer. And I'm like, what the heck is this? And I can't tell what it is. And it's not lava. It's not lava. It's smooth on one side.
It's not obsidian either, huh?
I don't know what it is. And I showed my dad, and my dad held it in his hand. After my dad had a heart attack, he wasn't quite all there. I was like, hey Dad, what do you make of that? I said, I found each of the shores of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And I said, I handed it to him. And I was like, I tried to, I told my dad, I tried sensing it by putting it in my hands. I was like, can you sense anything if you hold it? And my dad reached out and gave it to him and he held it. And I was like, he was like, no. He handed it back to me. He was like, no. I don't know. But it came from deep underwater in the ocean. And when I try to mentally envision where it came from, all I really witness is it's like black. Like dark and cold. That's like at the bottom of the ocean. And it's spooky to try to envision where it came from or its origins or anything. It's all I really witnessed is black, dark, cold, dark, black ocean, bottom of the ocean floor. That's what I sensed.
Right on.
And I'm like,
I think it, hang on.
ancient artifacts washed ashore. Keep them in a special. I guess this doesn't really happen to me.
Right on.
I guess I really pissed somebody off. The government. And I upset the government. Oh, I get it. It's the inner earth people. They don't want dirt. They talked about I was trying to see CIA. But I changed the subject. And I'm like, what? Yeah. The CIA doesn't want this being talked about. I guess the inner earth. Really? Fuck. I guess it's really some real I guess.
Well, let's see.
Shit. I believe it.
Yeah, we got shale. That's not necessarily underground water. That's everywhere. It's not that one. It's not that crap. Basalt, which is the volcanic rock from cooling lava. Let's see. Got looking at these bioluminescent rocks. That's room. Let's see. There's a lot more in a place like that, but we used to have stuff like this. I've only seen one that glown ever in my life, and it was those jack-o'-lantern ones. They're orange, but they glow green. But that was,
Restricted. Your live is not eligible for recommendation restricted search results because
Yep.
your live does not comply for your feed. Those values standards under our community guidelines. Reason misinformation that may cause moderate harm. Submit feedback. My live does not contain content mentioned in the notice.
yeah, exactly. Yep. And this content is allowed on other platforms. The other button.
Oh, it's not like it. Many people are really watching me anyway. Alright, fine. Misinformation. Fine. I'll freaking say whatever the fuck I want to say that now. They put a restriction on me.
Well, what you guys call misinformation is now being suggested to me by Instagram. So take that, TikTok.
I won't say anything, because I don't want to make it, I don't want to make it any worse.
Oh yeah, I'm not trying to. Yeah, we love our TikTok shop, but hey,
TikTok shop. So, anyways, I'm just trying to say is that, I personally think, and I said these things TikTok, I said I personally think, and I have a right to my personal opinions, my own viewpoints of what I think, what I believe, and this is what I'm saying, this is like what I believe, what I think, and it's for entertainment purposes only. I stated this at the beginning of my
fictitious person, and they're charging that person and not the actual living person, right? They're charging you under maritime jurisdiction and not the natural law of the man. Oh, this is a living life claim, okay? You literally have to fill this out in order to prove that you are actual living person so you can have access to states. So they did this, right? So they don't have to be the ones that are liable for your debt, and the corporate construct is the ones that are liable for it. Because you're operating as that person on your birth certificate, it makes you liable for that person debts, right? Anytime you sign a financial instrument, you become
how do we place a restriction on them? It's okay.
well, that would mean they'd have to delete the app for 30 days, and then no, I'm just kidding. No, we love our TikTok shop. They wouldn't do that to us a second time.
Anyways, on the TikTok, I didn't say anything misinforming anybody or anything. Anyways, I'm gonna get off here. Peace, everybody.
Appreciate you, bro.
Anyways, I'm gonna get off here. Peace.
Get the fuck out of the way. I can't nobody back on the medical get it over. Nigga, fuck up and then the medical get it money. Calendar. Let's see. What do we got on the calendar? What do we got on the fucking TikTok? What do we got on the week? I don't really give a fuck about the. You know, the medical get it better from. What the fuck? I don't really give a shit about no way. I don't fuck at the beat, but you know what way. Yeah, I don't really give a fuck. You know what the fuck I know? I don't really know. What was his name? Settings on page. Yo! Here we go, we're gonna play the radio. Let's see if we can get this motherfucking Blakey! I'm gonna remove Fred as a mod. See, I'm missing placements with these motherfuckers. Okay. Oh, Fred.
Day, a bird can fly when inside a cage. Never gon' perish like where the Eiffel stay. Cause I'm good, dog, I'm fine, y'all. We praise God all night long. My hands high, my pride low. We can't die this lifelong. All day to the night to the evening. I'm thankful that my heart is beating. My praise is fighting a demon. Stay faithful when I don't see it or feel it. Some days I don't feel like it. Some days I wonder should I quit. Some days I wonder where time went. Some days I wonder where God been. Where God been. I've been trying to find him. I've been trying to find him. Every time I try to talk, all I hear is
Turns it on. You got to come in the box if y'all want. Play some of the radio here for a minute.
Just because you don't
Go
hear
Radio
God
90.1. Go check it out.
doesn't mean he doesn't hear you. Just because you don't feel his presence doesn't mean he's not with you. Me and God closer than we ever been. Now the devil knocking on my door, but I can't let him in. I just go to Yahweh because he my father and my friend. Nowadays I open up the Bible more than Instagram. I just wanna lift my hands and scream and shout like Will I Am. My God's so good. He gave me way more than I thought he could. We knocking out the devil, we don't knock on wood. Cause what's good luck to a God this good? Ooh, I'm not good enough, but I'm thankful God is. Even when I'm weak, my God is the strongest. I stopped telling big my problems are and started telling all my problems how big my God is. My God is giving me strength and guidance. I'm nothing, God is everything. Does that mean that you can't divide us?
Winter getting colder, summer getting warmer. Tidal wave come across the Mexican border. Wine by gallon is cheaper by the barrel. Just don't get busted singing Christmas carols. That's us, that's right. Gotta love this American ride. Both ends of the ozone burning. Funny how the world keeps turning. Look, mom, no hands. I love this American ride. Gotta love this American ride.
You gotta have to. We keep it, man. Even if you went fully awake. That's crazy. They got him with the C word.
Mama gets her rocks off, watching Desperate Housewives. Daddy works his can off, paying for the good life. Kids on the YouTube learning how to be cool. Living in a cruel world pays to be a mean girl. That's us, that's right. Gotta love this American ride. Both ends of the ozone burning. Funny how the world keeps turning. Oh, no hands. I love this American ride. Gotta love this American ride. Oh, little infamous America stands. She gained 5 pounds and lost her crown. Quick fix, plastic, surgical antidotes. Got herself a record deal, can't even sing a note. Plasma getting bigger, Jesus getting smaller. Spill a cup of coffee, make $1 million. Customs got a thug with an aerosol can. If the shoe don't fit, the fit's gonna hit the shan. That's us, that's right. Gotta love this American ride. Both ends of the ozone burning. Funny how the world keeps turning. Hot dog, hot damn. I love this American ride. Got some
box is open. Come on, move the globe.
A2000 EST. Yeah, OCOEE. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. You know when I fall, you know when I ride. Show me the way when it's dark outside.
Share button,
When I
come on.
breathe, you keep me alive. Can't do this alone, I need you by my side. You know my truth and you know all my lies. You know my heart and you know what I hide. Oh Lord, I give you my pride. When I think I can do it all on my own. You give me your eyes so I can see with a heart of a lion. Wings like an eagle, you want me to fly. You gave me back all my time, my love. Ain't nowhere to hide, ain't nowhere to
I think you're overdone on the processing.
You the sun when I rise, and I know that the dark won't hide me. I look up and your light shine all around me. I was down in that dirt, but you found me. You know all of my days, you know me for I knew all your ways. Now you saw me out running them plays. Oh Lord, wait before I even change my life. When I wait, remember pray at night. Used to win and gain your life. That's why I say I'll follow you for all of my life. Clean my mind, give me a brand new heart. Clean my mind, give me a brand. You know when I fall, you know when I ride. Show me the way when it's dark outside. When I cannot breathe, you keep me alive. Can't do this alone, I need you by my side. You know my truth and you know all my lies. You know my heart and you know what I hide. Oh Lord, I give you my pride. When I think I can do it all on my own. You give me your eyes so I can see with a heart of a lion. Wings like an eagle, you want me to fly. You gave me back all my time, my love. Ain't nowhere to hide, ain't nowhere to run. Try to go to the skies. I know that you there when I lie down. You the sun when I rise, and I know that the dark won't hide me. I look up and your light shine all around me. I was down in that dirt, but you found me. You know all of my days, you know me for I knew all your ways. Now you saw me out running them plays. Oh Lord, wait before I even change my life. When I wait, remember I wouldn't even pray at night. Used to win and gain your life. That's why I say I'll follow you for all of my life. Clean my mind, give me a brand new heart. Clean my mind, give me a brand new. Clean my mind, give me a brand new heart. A2000 EA.
What violates the globe? There's supposed to be a dark side. Ooh. Damn, oh shit. Damn. What? Holy shit. Yo, we love our TikTok shop. Circles aren't squares.
To pay the ticket, because he's the one that signed it first. You were just a co-signer. But as long as you don't understand this, people don't understand the way banks and commerce works.
And government.
And religion, and it's all one big show. And if you're not licensed to play in the show, like George Carlin used to say, it's a big club.
I got somewhere. Yo. Yo. Hang on, let's see what he has. No, he's triggered. Yeah, for real, yo. Yo. Go. Yo. Georgia Institute of Tech. What instrument? There it is right there. I got the document right here. I got them saved. Army.military. DITC.military. Yo, hold on, let's see what other people are doing. Here's what you. We don't know what it says. What does flat non-rotating mean? We'll type that in too. Get a dictionary. Okay. Sorry, I dropped the wrong person. Let's actually have a debate, brother. Hey. Hang on, I've got a question. What the fuck? Hang on, let's have a shit. Sometimes you gotta get it out, man. Oh, which part of it? I don't care. So what? How is that disproving the non-existent curve? Who says that? Who says that, bro? It says flat Earth. Angles aren't. It's not the same thing. Angle's not a curve. We agree. Yeah, there is an angle. There is an angle. There's a 90-degree angle. Yes, sir. Horizontal to vertical is a 90-degree angle. Yeah, the horizon and the parallel and the perpendicular to the horizon is 90 degrees. Duh. That's where the horizon comes from. It's, no, the sky perpendicular to it. Oh my God. Parallel go together, perpendicular. So I don't know what 90 degrees. Do you not know how a protract? I mean, like what do you think? The thing we do, the triangle, the square, whatever it's fucking called, it's the same thing, bro. It's got the vertical and the horizontal on it, bro. It's a 90-degree angle. Oh my God. Right. Where the vertical intersects the perpendicular right at the horizon when you measure things. Which doesn't happen on a globe because we have flat, paper, no curve, and y equals mx plus b. 8th grade math. Like, what are you talking about? You just said angles and circles. You didn't clarify it couldn't be 90-degree angles. What's your point? You're just trolling. You're skipping semantics. The dipole antenna. That's why vertical dipole antenna and a horizontal dipole. That's the angle. They're intersecting. So you just said for angles, I gave you the angles twice, two different examples, and the one they used was the antenna. There's no evidence of that because the tides are only certain parts of the ocean, not lakes. Yeah. No, there's not. What? Say that again. Every single day of the year. What happens? Sorry, my mic. It has an amelita. It's not tidally locked at a certain altitude or distance from the Earth. Yeah. No, we can't. We all see the same face on both sides of the Earth, even at the same time during the day. There is no dark side of the moon. You can verify that for yourself, just getting somebody on here right now from Australia. The electrostatics, the electromagnetic field. You know what I mean? That's what causes hurt. No, they don't. There's no evidence of that. So it only works at certain parts of the ocean and not the rest of it and the lakes? What would be different about the seasons? You got literally a larger time zones observed by all people and the natives in the south of the equator. And you got the larger circumference map that just goes up and around in Amelina and goes out and does this. The seasons don't change. Because the sun's out by Antarctica. It's closer to Antarctica going around a larger circumference. That's why days get longer. Because the sun's a small local light and it moves away from you above a flat plane. Like what? Well, there's the sun and there's like underground heating. Some parts of water like was is like the hot springs to be heated up. It kind of can affect the atmosphere. Well, the ground, not all the ground, just because it's where the water depends on where the water's directly touching it and what all it is. But yeah, but also the argument is that we dig deep and get hotter, like the opposite. Right? That's the question for globes. How come it gets hotter the further we go down due to the so yeah, and that's our entire argument is it doesn't do that. Yeah, topography. I'm just showing you what the horizon and what the sun does. More than you guys do. We got university documents saying it's exactly parallel with what you describe as gravity. And the other descriptions of gravity are all the other forces. There's 50 theories of gravity. I was No, I just told you. MIT and Iowa State said they act the same. Stop making things up. No, density does. See, you just start saying, for some reason, we got to pretend gravity is all these other forces. That's where we get lost. You don't pretend something, you don't just throw a random non-existent thing in with all the other density, buoyancy, water displacements. No, I thought gravity was mass attracting mass, or the electrostatics, or water displacement, buoyancy. Now it's density? I thought Archimedes' principle was good enough. But now we got gravity as everything else. If we just say everything's gravity, then they can't disprove it. It's plausible deniability. Because you can't, if you say all the forces are affected, or gravity is literally the effect of all the forces, which is what you're saying right now, well, that's the argument. Because all the glowworms describe, if they go from density, then they move on to buoyancy and all the other water displacement when describing gravity.
Because gravity has an effect on all of these things. The reason why helium floats upwards is it's less dense and it's attracted to going everywhere, right?
All the gases go everywhere.
Wait, that's not true. Not all gases go everywhere.
They go in all, yeah, all the air molecules move in all random directions. NOAA.gov. All the molecule, well, that's a specific one that you're picking, opposite of helium. That's irrelevant, but all the other gases go. Yeah, that's the density of the gas. It's nothing to do with any outside force. It goes up. It goes up and seeks an equilibrium. It doesn't go everywhere. Helium does. Because it's denser and has more weight. What are you talking about? I have a density tower outside. We observe it. There's no G in gas laws. There's no G in density. We don't calculate it. We observe it. No, we don't. It's an observation. It's not calculation. No, we observe how dense something is. So what instrument's measuring how dense something is? We get calculations off an instrument or a measurement, not chalkboard hypothetical. So we don't measure the density with an object. Okay. It's the fucking weight. Here again. A scale, but the weights is weight. The pressure forced against it. Now let's look up the direct definition of pressure. I'll stop you right there since you said it in agreement. The container or the object that's pushing it against, or the object there. The object. What do you mean what's making it push? What's making it push on a propane? What's causing the pressure is literally the container. I said it. Like a propane tank. I don't know, I didn't create it, but how did the pressure get into a propane tank? It was in there manually by somebody, not on its own. Gravity is not pulling nothing into a propane tank. Hank Hill put it in there, goddammit. Force applied. What are you talking about? The firmament. Yes, it does. It's the force exerted against the container. I just put it up the definition. It's the force exerted against the container. This is NOAA.gov, the National Atmospheric and Aeronautic Administration. They measure the air. They have all the science. So do what you want. The atoms and molecules that make up the various layers of the atmosphere are constantly moving in random directions. Despite their tiny size, when they strike a surface, they exert a force on that surface. And what we observe is pressure. So So we can go continue. It says container 3 times on the surface. Pressure against the surface and the container. But that's the point. Irrelevant. It's the surface that it's the force that exerts on the surface. It's not gravity. I don't care how much pressure there is. We all know it's like a 14.7 or whatever at sea level. Who cares? The point is, who cares? You're trying to test and see if I went to college and had memory. I don't care. I don't remember half the crap in school, so you're not going to get me on a memory fallacy. We're trying. I know I don't care about how much it is because I already know the air pressure. I don't need to learn all the semantics of how air pressure works because we already have the observation. So that's why I'm saying you're trying to get me on lack of knowing how they got the observation. On that part, I don't need to know how it works because the professionals already did it. Now let's continue. Each molecule is too small to feel and only exerts a tiny bit of force. However, we sum up the total forces from the large number of molecules that strike a surface at each moment. The total observed pressure can be considerable. Air pressure can be increased or decreased in one of two ways. So yeah, I care about air pressure. It can be increased and decreased one or two ways. By simply adding molecules to a container will increase the pressure because a larger number of molecules will increase the number of collisions within the container's boundary. So that's how you get an increase of pressure. That's the 3 ways you get an increase of pressure. So why are you trying to play semantics right now? Because I got somebody a government document that says that it's hitting a container and there's no container on a globe. Why would we be at constant temperature if we have a local heat source inside the damn container? Because we have, again, a local heat source, the sun, that planes fly over, inside the container that moves up and down in an amelina, changing the pressure. That's why we get pressure change at sunrise and sunset. Because the sun is just at the point to change the pressure. The sun is causing that change. That's why tornadoes form 6 in the morning, 6 at night. So what's your point? Just enough to heat us up? Like what? Irrelevant. This is a flat earth live. I'd like to stick to the ground. Well, it doesn't radiate enough heat on Mount Everest. Shit, why is Mount Everest closer than the sun, but yet people die on it? Because it's cold. Exactly my point. Exactly my point. Solar system. But anyway, go ahead. What's a what? I got one over here in the corner. I'm just trolling you guys right now because you're saying nothing. The vacuum fallacy, the vacuum chamber failure. Hold on. If you quit interrupting, water boils at room temperature. We're 70% water. The earth is 70% water. I already know all this stuff, bro. So I'm just trolling at this point. Huh? No, but a flat earther did. And he couldn't move at all inside it like we can. Yeah, a lot of them have. They become flat earthers because of the vacuum fallacy. Well, good for you, but you should know that water boils at room temperature in a vacuum chamber if you're a chemist. You can Google that. I said, well, then if you're really a chemist, then you should know it's a simple Google search tells you that water boils at room temperature in a vacuum, debunking the globe. It's that simple, brother. It's very true, bro. It's fucking verified, goddammit. That's because the pressure makes it... Oh, my God. Deny everything. It's because the flat earther said it. He would have said it's true before he said it before me, but let's look it up. It does. Because removal of the atmospheric pressure lowers the boiling point. The boiling point occurs when the vapor pressure of the water equals the surrounding pressure. And in a vacuum, it can happen at room temperature or even colder, in fact. Like just because I said it before you don't mean you have to deny it. That's what happens. It's lowering the boiling point of what boils. Because there's no molten center heating the bottom of the ocean or anything underground. What are you talking about? We're not in a vacuum, brother. But I'm just saying, that it just gets colder because there's the absence of the sunlight, the absence of heat. You got a few hot springs. Well, who knows? I don't study hot springs. But the point is, none of this is relevant to the flat Earth, flat plane measurement argument. But we continue to go. It's the sky. We don't care about the sky because the sky can curve all at once. Yeah, but most of it you can just keep digging and it's not. You can dig anywhere. We only got like maybe a few miles, 7 miles or whatever it is, and it got colder. We put our beer and shit underground to store it to get colder. It doesn't get hotter, or we wouldn't bury our stuff to freeze it. All right, well, if you can find one guy that's got even halfway close with an actual instrument, then that'd be great. Well, that National Geographic guy found water beneath the water. I don't know. And then he died after that. We can play that clip. He hit a almost like a solid, thick barrier of a different type of water. He described it at the seafloor for one of his documentary films in a submarine. And then he mysteriously died right after that clip got released. And then they never put out the whole thing. Or if they did, I haven't seen it yet. But I don't know. Yeah, we could play that clip. It doesn't matter. So I got that pulled up over here too, I think. Right there. Did we forget? Okay, so like I explained earlier on the other live. No, I'm going to tell you what's the facts. You can go to TikTok and observe people shine their crap at the stars. You'll see two different kinds of lies. And the one big one that doesn't do it here lately, or they just got me blocked on everything, you can tell that they know what's going on somewhat because they won't talk about it. But most people with any raw camera, like your cell phone, up to the Nikon 1000, of course, the infamous one that got removed, this is what you see in focus or out of focus. So that bullshit's a deflection to buy time. So what you can see on the raw cameras on TikTok, the same thing. When they got their raw lens telescopes, it's the same observation. Yeah, you can. Not this cell phone, but yeah, definitely with the Samsung cell phone. Yeah. Yes, sir. But most of them now, like the fancier iPhone, this is like a cheap Walmart, but who cares? That's what you observe with, and that's what's been observed for millions of years. And then you get these other type of telescopes that show you this, which can be replicated like Flat Earth Dave did on the bottom of a frying pan. This is the soul lure system because it doesn't exist. It lures your soul into believing something into Narnia. How it is cartoon. When you type in planets, it's all composite, and it is composite. So you can't get that from this by adjusting the focus. That's stupid, and that's going to be your next argument. And we're not denying the rings either. So, yeah, they worship the rings in a lot of religions. Yeah, and they worship them in a lot of religions. We're not denying that. But, it's solid. Somebody can land on it? No. The moon? No. Huh? They're not globes. They're luminaries. Like in a pool underwater. Like you can see under the ocean. The same thing. Let's see how do you get the ocean. Let's see. Light under ocean. We're in a swimming pool at night. The little pool lights that are just in the water. You see the water ripple lines. I can't get it to. Yeah, it's just lights in the dome in the waters above. They're like the all of history, the CIA documents measuring the light and the lights above, the Ukraine, American documents, Russian documents, let's see, UK documents, all sorts of stuff where they measure the firmament. It is science. You just can't say it's not science because you don't believe it. That's a personal thing. That's bias. Okay, so I can explain satellites real quick. Look, I can even pull up your little depiction from the globes. They say that there's so much satellite that it's a line around that they're hitting each other and causing all this dust. And when the dust settles finally, then we can get a rocket through. That's our current obstacle of why we can't leave our low Earth orbit, because we have to let this satellite debris that we can't see, that blocks all the stars. Hang on. We can't see it. We can't zoom in on it. It blocks all the stars, and none of it collides into each other and sends something accidentally towards Earth. But they say that. That's the current argument of why we can't get to space. Go ahead. Sorry. Electrostatic. A NASA document says it's electrostatic orbit. I can find that too. Electrostatic in a container, like we replicate electrostatic levitation and attraction and repulsion. You can do either one, and they talk about it. Flat has nothing to do with it. Electrostatics could be on. Why can't you orbit around a flat disk? On top of it, above it. That's stupid. A pizza pan and a flashlight debunks that, bro. Hypothetical straw man in flat Earth. What? No, that's not true. That's just no. It would. It can't happen around a sphere because the way we see the sun, July 8th, it covers most of the continents, bro. It's on one side or the other. The way that they can see the moon on both sides, the curve doesn't obstruct it. No longer is a part of the argument. They don't claim it caused the phases anymore. So you get what I'm saying? It used to be the Earth was in between causing the phases, and now it's not. Only an eclipse. I don't know. Exactly, because they're at a smaller circumference up there. But in Antarctica, it's not the case. Because the center of we're at the center of it. Want me to pull up the Gleason map? Look at this pizza pan here. At the middle of it, it's smaller. It's the circle. I know what. Now you're just. Everybody knows what circumference is. Let me pull up the damn map again. You're not paying attention. You're just trying to like deny everything I say or something, bro. Look, see how it gets small? This is like a radar scope. I'm just saying, like, you got to think of it like the same thing, but you take Antarctica, pull it off, and make it bigger. I can show you how they just pretty much shrank Antarctica and wrapped it around a ball in their own words. But basically, yeah, they're at a smaller circumference, so that sun's going to do that. When it's wintertime, that's why they get the darkness. But you don't observe any of that in Antarctica because everybody down there knows it's not true, especially in Australia, in South America, and South Africa. They come on here all the time. And the people that live down there all year and that do science, they tell you, no, we don't observe that. Whether they're flat earthers or not, they're honest about it. I'm sorry? Yeah, so it goes like this, lower, and then it kind of goes up in altitude because the dome rises, and then it's smaller circumference, then it lowers and goes out here. Yes, sir, observing the Amelina. It only happens in the North Pole. What are you talking about? What, the solar, what happens in the south? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that part. I thought you said. No, it don't. They get the darkness. That's it. The European Space Agency said they get like occasional twilight most of the year. I got the clip. They said it, not me. We got that guy that lives down there that comes up here every day. He's like a flat earther.
One monster tries to crawl out, the others will drag.
But yeah, what was it? See if I can even find the video. I don't know. But he said it's like missing a mother's warmth and not having your internal clock stripped from you. You don't know what time it is. You have to like look at the phone and see what time it is because there's no sun to base the time of. Days just go by. You don't even know. It's all one deal. But that's where, yeah, the space world. They don't have 6 months of daylight. They just have occasional twilight, I thought, from what they said down there. That's what they said. You pulled that off Google, but these are the guys that live there. I'm looking for the video. Well, we got a guy that lives there at the Flat Earther. He showed us all his shit. No. I got 25,000 government documents. You haven't shown nothing but what you're pulling off Google in response real fast. Google AI overview. That's fine. Government science does. They got the science to back it. There's nothing in 2000. I believe in all the verified 50,000 years of plane surveying. We agree that we measure it in short distances flat for plane surveying, but then you disagree that when we put it all together to make sea level, that somehow it's wrong. So explain to me how the hell it says here when I Google it, your argument. You guys say this all the time, that a straight line, the horizontal datum line known as sea level, or a square, is just a circle without curvature or infinite radius. That I don't understand. And that's the whole basis of your argument, and it's an oxymoronic argument. A straight line, throughout all history in school, two parallel lines don't intersect and they go on infinitely. So they're not a curve with a large radius. So explain what that means. They say it's flat, non-rotating with a stationary atmosphere. I got 80 documents, bro. Well, you look at the smoke when the wind's not blowing. That's the only way you could have an atmosphere. Terrariums, Bill Nye, we're in an enclosed system. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to put our trash. Replicate a globe and without equilibrium to the outside atmosphere, and you get $1 million 5 years, nobody's done shit. So go ahead. If you can counteract a terrarium with a working independent water cycle deep enough for an ant to swim on a spinning rock without a container and without equilibrium to the outside atmos, $1 million cash. We're all waiting. Or if you can prove that lines are circles and that they're the same thing.
Okay. So this angle thing is proven by like all of calculus, all of mathematical physics. It's okay.
Hypothetical chalkboard calculations, and a lot of it is. When it applies to that, it is.
Way of science.
So what part of science measured the curve? Because it's completely hypothetical and the numbers change. We got the record of throughout the history, one dude's got it, of when it changed. It was flat, then it was this curve, then it got bigger, then it was 8 inches per mile. Now it's not 8 inches per mile, it's like 9.5, whatever. So yeah, the earth doesn't change, buddy. Nothing changes. It's all the same. The measurements don't change. You all observe the same thing. My house and my friend's house is the same distance. It doesn't change over time. So can you prove my grandma's house is further over time than it was 100 years ago? So can you prove my friend or my grandmother's house, like 20 miles away from where I'm at, I'm in between, that it gets further away from me over time for us to have to get different measurements? That's ridiculous. Because it was flat for 50,000 years, and then like the 30s or just before that, they started getting these curvature numbers that constantly change, and now it's like back to being flat again. What's going on here? And why would you assume even like short distances, you assume a flat plane on a globe?
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you a question. So, whenever we discovered math, right? Before we discovered math, should we have stick with like not math?
You know where math came from, right? You see 2 sticks, you see 2 more sticks, you observe with your naked eye that that's 4 sticks. Therefore, that's how we came up with it. We didn't make the calculation and then go outside and just assume 2 sticks equals 4 sticks. We've seen it. So when you get hypotheticals that don't have an instrument measuring it and you got to dance around with semantics, that's what's going on here. We got plane surveying measurements. We got the solar measurements, the luminaries. We've went through everything and we keep moving on. So, I mean, how about a measurement for the 50 theories of gravity? At least one of these theories. Because your Cavendish, he said he was measuring density. That was the whole point of his experiment under his claim. And then Nicholson Morley debunked motion and all them people. So, like, it's not a fringe thing. You got Isaac Newton denying direct measurement of curvature. It's assumed afterwards. So, he said it was hypothetical.
How do we measure density?
Here we go again. I don't care.
Yeah, how do we calculate density?
I don't care. It's a flat earth live. I don't care. You tried this earlier and I said the same thing. No, it doesn't. That's plausible deniability. You can't isolate it like a virus. You cannot. They weren't isolated. You can't isolate gravity. That's not a measurement. That's a hypothetical. Oh, so what instrument's measuring this? Constant. It's a constant, right? So it should be constantly measured. Alright, no, I'm not giving a shit about density. My density tower's right here, and it can measure. It shows you density and what the temperature is based off of it, but that's not G. How do we isolate G separate from density without calling it density? Like what instrument? Because the gravimeter was renamed the electrostatic gravimeter by Iowa State. And so, yeah, I mean, that goes back to MIT saying there's that parallel there, the distance squared, or is it the remainder squared? But, yeah, we don't want to talk about MIT's parallel with gravity. So I just provided 3 universities debunking gravity, and you're just semantics on density. All right. I'm looking for a debunk to plane surveying and terrariums, brother. Do you not understand the prompt? I don't care about the sky. Even though I went along with you this long, I still don't care about the sky. This is a ground measurement. Earth is flat, bro. Not the sky is flat. They say space is flat on NASA, but I don't care. What's the what of my water? I don't care about the numbers. I really don't. No, it's not important to plane surveying. How do they incorporate density into plane surveying? Go ahead, I'll wait. We got surveyors all day on both sides that don't account for density. What are you talking about? I can give you 5 right now that says it's not. So we're at a loss. Actually, no, wait, it is about 10. You got Georgia Institute of Technology, Iowa State, MIT, Texas State says it's flat. Georgia Institute says it's flat. I had it on screen a while ago. It's a measurement, bro. Flatter than an IHOP pancake. Damn, bro. It's like we ain't doing the work, but we the only ones doing the work. Sorry. Oh my god, bro. It has nothing to do with Joe. Topography or nothing, bro. It's an equal arc of a circle with a higher point in the center that doesn't exist. Can you be honest about that? All of the central plains are measured with a sea level, and only elevation change is the hills, hang on, the valleys, and the slopes. I don't deny topography, the hills, the valleys, and the slopes, brother. So you're being like, come on now. Nothing about this is measuring curvature, it's debunking it. You don't get a straight line on a ball. So you think a straight line is a circle with infinite radius or a circle without curve. Can you explain that? No, you don't. You make the straight line stay while the ball curves off the line, stupid. Come on now. It's not the same thing. It's not this. Go to any third grade science teacher. Is a straight line and a circle the same thing? They're going to laugh at you. Or tell them you think it's the same thing. Now you're going to go on tangents, see? Because they don't know what a... I provided a measurement. Now he's deflecting the tangents. Like y'all always do. I don't care, bro. Well, I'll just give you one example why a dandelion floats over my house and my fat brother falls instantly off the diving board. Shit, bro. It's fucking weight. We measure weight on a fucking scale. Truckers get fucking ricked every day for having too much weight. Not gravity, not density. These fat trucks and fat people would be attracting to each other any direction according to mass attracting mass. Shit. Let's be real about it. Gravity. So why aren't semis just running into each other or fat people? Oh yeah, gravity made us lovers. Like, get out of here. Mass attracting mass, how it made our marriage. Like, what the fuck? No! The mass attracting mass, and that objects are attracting to each other, so they're attracting to the ground too. What the fuck? Like the sun, like the moon and the earth, or whatever. Gravity tidal locked. And the same thing is they agree, or they don't deny, that semi-trucks would be attracting to each other, because they say all directions, and people would be attracting to each other. Particularly fat people. Because it's mass. You know what the definition of mass is, right? It's what's inside a container. Well, come on now. It's in the book. I got a full one. Yeah, what happens? What happens when you crack that full can of pop, and why is the atmosphere not doing the same damn thing? What's that word that you guys refuse to talk about? Starts with an E. It's called entropy. When you crack that can, the gases just seek equilibrium to the outside, and they'll never reach that pressure again and go back to a 14.7 measured pressure at sea level if we're on a globe. I can debunk it with a pop can and a fart, bro. It debunks you everything, bro. I just told you entropy, bro. There ain't nothing else. It does not lose pressure. Because of the sun. I told you that. That's why we get storms. We have high pressure systems and low pressure systems. That's not the measured average at sea level. We're in a container. It's the only way you can get pressure changes in a container. NOAA.gov. So what's your point? You're just wasting our time.
What is the constant temperature that would make it to where pressure doesn't change? Do you know?
There isn't a constant temperature.
It is. It's 25 degrees Celsius. If it remains at 25 degrees Celsius, pressure's not going to change. So
I would think the pressure would stay at whatever the temperature makes it. So go ahead. Or the temperature would stay.
Basically. So when it's the case that it's less than 25 degrees Celsius somewhere, what's going to happen to the pressure?
It's irrelevant. We still have a container for pressure change. Propane tanks. It's very irrelevant. You're just trying to dance around some index and think that if I don't know what it is, you got one on you. Bro, I just flat smacked you all ways and sideways, bro. I ain't got all night, bro. I gotta get up early, bro. I'm looking for debunk this, bro. It's measured flat. Circles aren't straight lines. This is just semantics, bro. It gets annoying. You're just never going to admit that I have something, bro. It's gonna get. I'm cooking you guys. You got to agree on something. It's get delusion at some point if we can't agree. We live in the same place. We can pull up to each other's crib, but we have entirely two different opinions. One's verified and one can't be proven whatsoever, and we still fighting this fight. I don't understand. 25,000 documents from the military, and oh, you don't believe it's the same response, but you believe them when they say, well, my mom said she was a good Christian person when we went to church, but she was going around. People lie. People have a fake shit, some real shit that's going on, and they tell you one thing so they don't want you to feel bad. It's just how it is, bro, and I can't deal that people don't understand it would be that big of a level, but they admit they lied. They admit they faked the moon landing in their own documents. It's not my fault that I discovered it and a few other of us, half the globe, the flat, whatever it is, discovered it and put this out there. Of course. It's been observed by Red Bull. It's been observed by Captain, all the way back to Captain Cook. Like, yeah, yes, sir. They have to use like cranes to climb and big ladder things to climb up on it. Yeah. It's the largest continent is Antarctica, which debunks the globe. It's the highest continent, I'm sorry, in altitude. Or whatever, above sea level. That's all I'm saying, bro. It's like, we have measurements. And they can't be debunked. I don't get why we have to do this dance around semantic little words. I don't care about the pressure. The definition of pressure is container. The definition of mass is container. It's in the definition. It's on NOAA.gov. It's very simple, and it just gets old that these same people want to do that for hours. Does that not get old? Like, if you believe it was round, just hear me out for my rant, 5 seconds. Why wouldn't you just eventually get tired of flat earth and go back home and believe it's round? But they keep coming back to the water, but they won't drink it. That's all I'm saying. So keep going. I'm sorry. Because you're getting away from the closer and further from the heat. It gets colder as you go up away from the sun. Like Mount Everest should be closer to the sun, but they die because of how cold it is. So yeah, you get up there, the pressure changes. Of course, it's a local light source. And you observe it not to be as bright when you go up in a weather balloon, hot air balloon, airplanes. It just looks smaller. They get above it, and it's like beneath them when they're flying in time lapse. So I don't know how a plane could fly above the sun on a globe, how clouds could be above the sun. One guy said, well, sometimes the clouds get out of the atmosphere and get behind the sun. The sun's this far away from us, man. But who knows? I'm just a dumb flat earther. I'm sorry. 5 years. Same shit. Basically, the point is, if we can't get you convinced on flat earth and the government comes on TV bragging about how they're killing us and declaring war on the population, how are we going to get y'all to stand up to that? Like, this is just one of the deep rabbit holes. Who cares if it's flat or round? The point I'm trying to make is they're lying today about everything. That's all I'm saying. Anybody else want to try? I'm not trying to be rude, but it's just the same deflection. And oh, he gets cooked, so we're just going to, well, how about the sky? How about the stars? Well, how would this work? And we just constantly move on to this. Thinks he can wear me down and say he won because he wore me down. Shit, bro, I just got out of jail again, bro, for no license, bro. I'm in this movement, and it's taking long to beat him, but it works. But it's just fucking bullshit. So, if you really want to help me speed up the process, I'm learning. I'm new. I'm learning. I'm only 2 years learning, and I'm finally deciding to do it. But my family's pissed and tired of it. I'm tired of it. It costs us all money. I got 2 things in impound now. I'm in federal court. They're serving them. It's taking forever. So, I mean, look, bro. The birds are gone. The bees are gone. The bugs. If anybody wants to prove their religion, hit that box. But damn. It's like, damn, flat earth has been like a thing, I think, it's as a distraction. Even though it's one of the biggest truths, I don't think it's a relevant truth to humanity in their survival right now. Of course, maybe we do need a depopulation. We are the problem. But still, I think these guys that poison us need to go with us. But, it would survive without us. But at the same time, where the fuck are the bees? We have to have the bees for it to survive. I don't know. Sorry. That's why we're out here every day. You're not going to wear us back into, if you're agents or not, wear us back into going and getting a job and a mortgage and all that like you did in the 60s. No, it's beyond that point, thanks to the internet. The 60s and the the 80s or whatever, the 9/11 or whatever. You always been able to get us to just go back to work the next day. Hit a frequency or whatever, just get us tired and wore down with lies and threats of this, that, and the third. We've seen it all. We've done it all. Take us to jail. Murder us. Who cares? You can't stop us all. It's the majority now. Anyone else want to come up? I'm sorry. I just get bored and tired. I do this every day. I ramble on this radio, and you still get these people come in here like, there ain't no way. I can't prove it wrong, but why would they lie? I lie for free. I don't get, if you're somebody that knows that you lie for free, why you couldn't wrap a head around how all these people get rich by lying. Like, that's pretty a common thing, that all the biggest billionaires didn't get there by being an honest Abe and getting murked, folks. Let's be honest. He got that name because he told off the bankers in I can't say that certain letter in the alphabet, but you know what I'm saying. He said, I got a choice. My people or the bankers. They both are coming at me. What happened? He made a move and he got murked. What happened to JFK? He made a move and got murked. We watch it. What happened? The same people. He said, sue me, and he got murked. We watched him. We knew they was killing him. Then we caught on. We started like, wait a minute. I think it's everyone else. And it wasn't until like 10 years later, now, 10, 20 years after he's dead, we get to have the conversation about everyone else. After this guy was about to take over Sony Records and turn it into something positive. Or at least in that guy from ruining, I don't know. I think he was honestly trying to save kids from that deal. Colin McCulkin on record was talking about how that one big director was telling him about the red shoes and how it was from his friend, childhood actor. Oh yeah, we made her into these red leather shoes. I'm going to get canceled. So he wanted out of it. Where do you go? To an innocent baby talking female like, he just wants to. This dude, Michael Jackson, was fucked up by his dad to be this robot pop star, and he wanted something different. He wanted the youth to not have to go through that crap, especially here in Hollywood. And he gets whacked. And now we're all, oh, yep. But who cares? I'm about to get whacked. Straight up. And nobody cares. Like, I don't know. Anyway, sorry guys. Nobody cares. And survival, it's like, even Elon Musk, yeah, I think the birds to be the population thing is a real. He said that 5 years ago. But yet nobody cares. I just need to get along. I need to pipe up a stranger and get a mortgage. All my friends did it. They couldn't handle the truth. They got down the rabbit hole. They went down psychedelics, and what they do, they come back. They didn't say a word. They wouldn't hang out with me no more. They got wives and kids now. I'm deep in this shit, bro. If we ain't gonna stand up, bro, then fuck this shit, bro. What are we doing? Like, straight up, bro. I'm on Revolt Radio 90.1 right now. You can tune in on the website. We got a little Part 15 neighborhood transmitter. We're trying to get a big one. But yeah, you buy all this weird crap on Amazon at the store, but can't buy from us here on TikTok or here on the bio or in my website. Please check out Delta 8 Pro. If you want this movement to survive and you want this channel to grow and reach a larger audience, my radio station with a bigger transmitter and some of the content we do on here goes on there, and you got to start supporting your favorite content creators. I'm not specifically saying me, but any of us truth seekers. We're wasting money, myself included, on dumb crap that I hate buying. Whatever it is. So, who cares? I can't do nothing because I got all the shit and nobody cares. I got sponsors, I got what, nobody buys the product. They're going to get the same weed, THCA, over the counter, down there at a sketchy gas station. This is tested, high quality, Colorado product. We're all hitting a safety meeting right now to comprehend this, to be able to handle this crap and not go nuts. I'm not trying to go, mustache or Charles Manson on everybody, but shit, nobody's doing nothing. And literally, if all he was saying is, I want my bees and my trees, and I'll let you be, because that's all I'm saying. I don't know what he was saying, but he did say that at one point, and acted like that was the main point of his deal. And we know that was that was the entire enlightenment spiritual point of what was that, Rashad Jamal. And then you get this cuck agent on the Dr. Phil guy that knows all about these groups like that, but yet he never makes a comparison in the whole thing to how Rashad Jamal meets the description of these crazy groups brainwashing people. So Now that we have the internet and his went massively viral, majority of the is looking into it and believes and have seen a Rashad Jamal video and support and shared it, right? We've all shared one or agreed with it. It's beyond, because they couldn't cancel it. Boom, it took off and it was beyond a point. They had to come put this deal out. That's the only thing they could do. And who knows if we get this clone now or whatever, but they couldn't do that back then. They could censor it back then. It was just what we could do when we got off work and when we got home on TV. There was no way to go back and look anywhere else. So who knows? Who knows? The more I study these people, the more I understand like how nobody's going to do anything. Each time somebody starts crashing out like me, you get on a list and they're gonna murk me, bro. Like I don't know. My family says they're gonna murk me. I just made a YouTube. Like, bro, they just keep targeting and arresting me for nothing, bro. I get gang stalked by these tweaker looking guys with fancy trucks and shit. Bro, I know what it is now. I've been doing this for 20 years, bro. I know what the fuck's going on. I'm not new to this fucking truth thing. I'm just new to certain topics that I didn't have access to or that I didn't really care for back in the day because I had fucking work and all this bullshit. Well, now I'm out providing somewhat for myself without that to do this all day. And I don't know. It's hard not to crash out, bro, because we need people to move. Like if we don't start doing it, we got this window without Chevron that we can take over and run and do an Nepal right now. But right when we get this window from God, it's like, no, I can't do that. I'm scared. I'm just going to go back to work. And they're taking work from you. You're not paying the bills with that damn job. Food will be there. You don't need the material things. It's time for survival and unity. I don't know what the hell. I can't say that either because that was in oh yeah, my mom brought that up. Never heard of the Unabomber. Never heard that story in school. They didn't tell me about it, but we watched that movie, and the only thing my mind was fixated on is they brainwashed him and made him nuts and shocked his head and told him what to believe. When he had this idea about primitive connection to the land would save our population. And she's all, you're going to go shoot up a school now. Hell no! But what's wrong with shooting up a religion or a group of politicians or a police department that I lived here that keeps raping kids and just going after minors and I don't know, I don't want to. Yeah, they're going to get me, bro. They done did it to one of my friends and one of my family's friends. And I don't know, I make hit at it every once in a while. Like, I don't, now it's at this point, bro. I don't know. You want to come in the box? I'm sorry. Can always print some food, yeah. Laser print, yeah. That's gonna be, yeah. Holographic meatloaf, like Plankton. I'm gonna roll that clip. You remember that? Oh, holographic meatloaf, my favorite. And y'all are gonna be okay with that, eating sand cookies like Haiti and shit, thanks to the Clintons and their dastardly flying machines who's part of this religion that runs our country. Like, you know, like that's the testing grounds to see if anybody will do anything at a small level. How brainwashed are you? Well, Haiti was this much. Well, I mean, shit, you know, they're a little island. I get that. But damn, cuz, they had some shit there. It looks like Gaza, or after, like when they were doing that, is exactly the playbook now that we're seeing. Like the shit was rubble. And now they're just surviving off sand cookies, shoving whatever will make a turd just to keep their stomach from eating the rest of their body. Here we go. America is now being labeled as a third world country. The trickle-down effect of their deliberate economic collapse, because everybody's everybody's addicted, attached, or whatever. Their only option is to work, which is becoming hard. Go to Walmart or whatever else and pay them. And it's like the only time they realize it's when they eat too many gummies. They're like my mom. She goes, damn, bro, we're a light switch away from starvation. Nobody grows any food. She sobers up and goes, I don't want to talk about it. Get the fuck out of here. And that right there, brother, is why y'all keep coming back to my lives. Because y'all hit the pendulum or whatever, and you're very thirsty. You see the effects of this fucking truth. We're ripped over here. You're sick as hell. Your family's dying, you're sick, you're coughing every winter, right? So, I'm not, right? So, why else do they keep coming back? I didn't invite them, people. I let them up when they hit the button. But you get what I'm saying. I'm crashing out, and I'm sorry. If anyone else wants to come up, bro. Look at that. Line circle discussions. Comment your thoughts. says the AI. So now I guess y'all can see the AI. It's not just me because it said comment your thoughts. That wouldn't be for me. I would just say it. I can comment, but yeah. That's the whole argument, is circle and lines. When you break it down to a spiritual level, we descended into sine wave. I don't know. My grandma had this guy she worked with, and my whole life, ever since I heard this story, it's been truer and truer than ever. Even the Fibonacci back to Da Vinci, whatever, fuck, bro. But I'm just a dumbass flat earther. But he said to her, and she recently told it to me, this was probably the 70s on an oil rig somewhere, that everything, and you can verify, is a circle or a square in a way, or is derived from circle and square. You got triangles, you got all this stuff, but in reality, it's basically like the same thing. We put square lines on a circle to make like a hexagram, or hexagon. Sorry, I do this all day too, that rabbit hole. I need to stop saying that. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. It's all circles and squares. And I told my grandma, you weren't taught that a line's a circle that doesn't curve or a circle with an infinite radius. How do you have an infinite radius on anything? So the globe now has an infinite radius. I rest my case. That's what you believe, it has an infinite radius, but a measured 2.9 whatever circumference. I don't fuck it. 29, I don't know. I don't care. Semantics. Appreciate the likes, y'all, for real. They're only measured as flat points. How many fucking times do we have to go back to 6th grade and pull out the flat graph? You can print it off the same printer. She had the same printer you did in class, and she printed off a flat graphing paper that we didn't bend or curve at all. We didn't account for, nor did we subtract any curve. Where else would you use graphing except in the real world based on sea level for measuring the earth or a building upon the earth? Like that type of y equals mx plus b type axis type grid graphing, other than blueprints and surveying. Like, it's very rare that you would use that type of graphing. I'm not talking about a hypothetical of what the stocks are going to do next month based on last year, based on the economy, on predictions. And it's never right. It bounces back all over the place. What about the squeeze? My friends dumped like 20,000 racks in the motherfucking AMC because of a squeeze. And what, they kept the money right? Or they tried to at first? Like, I don't remember. So, whatever happened there. Bro, it's only measurable on flat points. Flat graphing paper. Where's the curve? Where are we subtracting curve? We have to assume what it is and remove it. If it's a flat, like, I don't know, to not account for it, we'd have to take it out from a pre-existing, I don't know how you say that, pre-existence of accounting for it. There's another word. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. If anybody's got proof of their religion, they can come to the box. But I'm very knowledgeable. I debunked them and they just kept running on to the next thing. So here I am. Hit that button. I guess they canceled. I don't know who invited them, but they're not there anymore. Or hit the button. Well, that's all I'm saying. If you'd like to see a video of the sunrise and the sunset, a ball going away from you. That guy crashing out of Allen Point earlier. It goes away from you. It's the only way it would appear to get smaller and to look like that. It would go straight down and appear the same size. You guys have the fabric. It's whatever. Hang on, I need a safety meeting now. It's like 3 o'clock. I gotta be up at 8 or whatever to pay this bail bonds guy. I don't even think I have enough. They didn't even give me my money back from... They stole my cash, put it in commissary, and said that they was going to use it towards bail. So far, that never happened. They let me out, and as soon as I get out 5 minutes later, he runs off to his house and crashes and said, "Oh, I'll see you in the morning." No, let's do this paperwork real fast. You said I could do it with the 100 and pay it over time. Like, I put all my money into this fucking bike. We're broke. I ain't pulling it in like I used to be pulling in, because nobody clicks the link in the bio. So come in the box, brother. Please hit that button, because you're going to do the same semantic. We're going to try to ramble more than me and faster than me for an hour until I wear down and drop you. That's all y'all do. You never go, okay, that makes sense, right on. But what about, you know what I mean? It's always wrong, next. What should happen is neither of those. It shouldn't be, well, that's wrong because of this measurement and observation. That never happens. It's just some multiple different hypothetical scenarios, neither of the 50 theories of gravity have ever been isolated. That's why there's fucking 50 theories. Because when we finally prove to you for the millionth time it's not isolated, y'all call it something different. Y'all move on to the next. Oh, well, now it's buoyancy. So it's not buoyancy now. It's not all these forces y'all said it was. It's just density currently, according to that guy. So it's not mass attracting mass anymore. It's like everybody gets to have their own gravity. You get a gravity. You get a gravity. Everybody gets gravity. And the best point is there's infinite amounts of gravity. You can pretend whatever kind of gravity it wants. It's the flaming hot Cheeto gravity. Like, well, I don't know. That's literally without the radio advertisement flair to it. That's what y'all are doing in like a monotone, scientific, like this is how the earth is. Y'all guys are fucking, or in a crash out. Y'all guys are dumbass fucking shittards. I went to college, you didn't. I have to justify wasting $100,000 in this many years of my life. Dude, DOC, Department of Corrections, DOE, Department of Education, the same buses, the same commons area, with my school having the same benches and tables that they, whatever you call it, the fold-out tables that they have in the commons of prison. Lockers to put all your shit, like where they put all your shit while you're locked up. They give you a locker. You're in a cell. You're in a classroom. And then all they can say is, well, I went to college. Like the cop last night. I went to college, man. You're not going to tell me I'm wrong. The law says you're wrong. I don't care what federal law says. I went to college. That's all it is. Every avenue, every fucking career. It's, I went to school and you didn't. But I make more money than you do in trade. Fuck you. Click. That's my argument. You wasted time at school to prove a point, to look cooler, or to think that you were going to get money because they told you. Or your mom probably was like, don't be a trash truck driver. Nigga. Cops start out at like $10 an hour. I made more at Brahms than the cops do starting out. Or just as much. Here in my east side of the state, brother. Security officers make 3 times that. So, you know what I mean? So, what would you do? You'd write more tickets if you're making fucking McDonald's money violating people's rights. There's something going on here. So, I don't know. Sorry. Back to the flat earth. This is a measurement. And he just started to go, well, dancing around like you can't have a flat measurement on a circle. You either believe a circle and a line are their own things or they're the same thing. Even if you're a flat earther, you can come up and just ramble and play some me, bro. I can go for 12 hours. One time I did DSL with a buddy, if you know what I'm really, it's backwards. He came by randomly one night and said, look what I found. I said, alright. He thought I wouldn't feel nothing. I know how to manifest, bro, the same feeling. I'll rob some of it. I don't care. He took 2, I took 1 time. Next thing you know, boom, 12 hours. I rambled from every conspiracy I could think of to show how deep I was at that point. I couldn't hold it. I couldn't stop. He said, just let it out. And he goes, bro, yeah, you might need a few more. I'll probably need more than that. And sure enough, I didn't see. My best friend for 3 months, he had to sit in on that experience and comprehend what all I was just, like how deep this fucking shit is. I went way into the spiritual part of it and where my experiences, I haven't told nobody. So like, yeah. I don't know. It's just crazy, bro. We're out here doing the work for you. We're out here beating these cases while you continue to go and pay them. Well, you don't have to, but they're only doing it because the majority of you pay them. But if the majority wasn't, they would stop. So you mean I don't have to pay the fines and go to... No, but you're agreeing to when you sign it, bro. You're like, fuck, whatever. And we forget that, like, what happens if, it's a contract, man. It's like a permission slip form at school. You didn't give it to your mom in time, you didn't get to sign, what happened? You didn't get to go. So without that contract, how the fuck are they gonna, you know what I'm saying? How the fuck are they gonna do anything to me? How can they make me go? They can't. How can the court make me go to jail? They can't, but they do anyways because all you goon bootlickers, the majority that's in there, saying, whatever. Fuck out of here with that shit. So we're live. 5 minutes. I mean, maybe 3 minutes. We'll do a safety meeting. We'll turn the radio stream back on. I was looking for the Office Gregory's video earlier for the YouTube and couldn't find it. But yeah, illegals just a year ago getting SSNs within 4 months of crossing border, 30 million. That was a year ago, and now it's like crazy. And now we're tripping about ICE. Even though that's a distraction, the military is not mobilizing to help ICE. The sheriffs and the state police are doing that. That's mainstream that they are mobilizing against us. And if we rise up right now like we want to do, they'll just off us. Oh, there's more of us than we all got guns. No, yeah, bullshit. Keep saying that, but nobody does anything. We just tell ourselves that and go back to work the next day. Well, I'm probably never going back to work till this shit's fucking changed. There ain't no fucking, I can't hunt for food now. It's all gone. I'm eating poison. It makes me sick. This fruit juice, though I dole, I don't think is even really banana. Like, I'm too deep in this fucking shit. My family thinks I'm crazy. We'll be right back. If you're like Luther, what'd you say? Thank you. What's TYT me? I'm sorry. Honest combo. Yes, bro, exactly. They got sound weapons, laser weapons, fucking all this fucking shit, bro. And all people can say is, I got about 2 rounds that'll last me maybe 5 minutes of 9mm ammo. Come try me. I got 2 rounds of these puny little bullets and Bush Light. Come try me. Motherfucker, they got AI-powered laser planes, AI traffic tickets. Bro, we don't need cops anymore because you're going to get beat up by a robot AI that rapes and fucks you in the ass with its robot dick and gets away with it. Shit! Sorry, but that's where we're at right here now. I gotta be like that. Let me get this safety meeting in real quick. I'm getting a little hot in here now.
Homes that are just totally destroyed. One home sitting there because it had the right roof on it. And anyway.
They didn't burn. So we gotta change that. Anyway. Joe Biden is clearly not a reliable source of accurate information. But why would a roof save a house from burning? And while there is plenty of circumstantial evidence that suggests directed energy weapons are being used to start these recent fires, arsonists have been arrested starting them the old-fashioned way. And there is a clear motive. The United Nations, who have been orchestrating the open border policy of America and several other countries, have openly announced plans to clear the lands of people and move them into smart cities. Starting with Agenda 21, a map which shows designated off-limits to human areas lined up with the 2008 California fires. 9 years ago, planning was announced for smart cities to be built on Maui, but the most coveted property was owned by natives whose families have lived there for generations prior to Hawaii being annexed by the U.S. In August of 2023, Maui was devastated by highly suspicious fires. Roads were blocked off to keep residents from escaping, and the U.S. government gave survivors a mere $700 per household. A conference in April of 2023 met in Viña del Mar, Chile, to provide the municipality with support in the transfer of knowledge about the theory and solutions of smart cities. A year later, Viña del Mar was ravaged by fires. It was blamed on climate change, but local officials claimed arson. And in 2022, Amarillo, Texas was reported to be the #1 area under the radar for the Texas housing market under the United Nations Vision 2045. On February 26th of this year, the biggest fire of Texas broke out in this same area. Vision 2045 is the latest iteration of the United Nations plan to seize control of 90% of the land and limit people to 15-minute cities.
I'd like to think that change happens in manageable ways. It doesn't happen like that. It happens in punctuated equilibria, where we have periods of stability and then periods of massive, radical, disruptive and transformative change. And that is where we are right now.
This is the decisive decade in the history of humanity. We who are here now have a responsibility that no future generations will have.
Reporting for InfoWars, this is Greg Reese.
Definitely save this fucking subdomain. If we get enough, I might do a .com or a privately domain, but if this works and it goes on the click it, I don't care. So on Facebook,
Thank you for watching the latest Greg Reese Report. Be sure to go to reesereport.com to see my latest videos, sign up for my free newsletter, and subscribe for exclusive content.
I want to cut that
And
shit
be
off.
sure to support my sponsor at InfoWarsStore.com.
Now I got a bike in town too. But I have to call this guy on the board.
I am not
I thought I
the
could do it
name that he
myself.
is referring to. I am
They're
the
targeting me
living
now.
man.
Nowhere else.
The
This
name that
county.
Mr. Riley refers to, ma'am, is held by the state in all capital letters and is identified by the state on the state's driver's license, ma'am. I am not the all capital fiction. I am the living man whose mark is that of life. It is called a signature, and the nature of that sigil, ma'am, is the living person. It is never in all capital letters.
Hey, 2000 EST.
How do you know I wanted that song? What the fuck? I was about to put that one in there. Hold on.
OCOEE. Red light, green light, stop it. We do it for the love, it ain't only for the profit. I got homies doing drugs and I pray they get up off it, bro. Don't let that nightlife take you to the coffin. Okay, okay. Look at my life as an offering. Okay, okay. You ever seen a king carry crosses? Okay, okay. Thoughts in my mind like a mosh pit. So sick. My diagnosis, need a doctor. Coasted. I didn't notice that my heart was broken. I couldn't focus till you offered answers, cause I was
after like a month
hopeless,
or two, they
needed
stopped
water.
copyrighting me. I still
Answers,
don't
cause I was hopeless, needed water. Fill me up,
automatic thing.
ocean. This song I wrote with my heart. Devotion, I follow
I didn't even have to like
wherever
do
you
the process. I just put it on the stream.
what I need.
Do
you remember how we stepped in? Fighting battles, kicking demons out there like it's Tekken. I felt that pressure from my dogs as a freshman. They said, why I wake it in that water, keep it testing. All they did was teach me lessons. Graduated, I ain't get no calls or no check-ins no more. Don't let nobody change your mindset. Say they rockin', but soon as you conscious, they go, you say. No more options, I hopped in the booth and I went through game. Lord told me go, A-OK, don't take the juice, man. Better than I was moving Dark Knight. Wayne Bruce Wayne. It's so hard to be silent when you two-faced. G-O-D, we tie together like a shoelace. Trust me, you can come home, it's never too late. Red light, green light, stop it. We do it for the love, it ain't only for the profit. I got homies doing drugs and I pray they get up off it. Don't let that nightlife take you to the coffin. Okay, okay. Look at my life as an offering. Okay, okay. You ever seen a king carry crosses? Okay, okay. Thoughts in my mind like a mosh pit. So sick, my diagnosis, need a doctor. Coasted, I didn't notice that my heart was broken. I couldn't focus till you offered answers, cause I was hopeless, needed water. Answers, cause I was needed water. Fill me up, ocean. This song I wrote in my heart, devotion. I follow you, Lord, wherever you going. You know what I need.
Then you're over here helping them. Then you can't children and all set up. I don't want this to be fast. Now to get my shit back. They're running me around, taking forever. 6 months. I gotta go back to another thing a month later. I just throw it a month later. They know that it's the same shit.
Ever asked yourself?
They know that they got no argument against all the shit I put on the record. I ain't got time for it.
Times are a change.
Up, but I don't. That's what happened.
Lost his mind.
The fucking Cherokee Nation within.
Everything's upside down and that just ain't right. You don't like our country. You don't like our flag. Makes you think that we give a damn about that. There's a million your ass. You don't like our traditions. You say we've done you wrong. Why don't you pack up your bags and take your ass back home? This is my home, and son, I'm mad as hell. I think when your ass is worth a couple nights in jail. There's a million pissed off rednecks just like me, and we're all sick and tired of this bullshit called PC. I guess you didn't know, but you don't mess generally. If you have a right to burn my flag, then I have a right to kick your ass. Burn my flag, I have a right to kick your ass. There's a million pissed off rednecks just like me, and we're all sick and tired of this bullshit on TV. I guess you didn't know, but you missed generally. If you have a right to burn, I have a right to kick your ass. You have a right to burn my flag. I have a right to kick your ass.
Sir, do you have your driver's license proof insurance?
What's your name?
Sir, do you have your driver's license?
You here at Nothing Location, I got one filling in. You should have your driver's license, proof of insurance, and your registration all put together on a laminated card, and that should go inside of your trifold.
I need your driver's license. Okay.
If you're not going to provide your driver's license, you do have to have some form of identification on you.
Have anything in your pockets in both cities?
I don't answer questions. You have to say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. I mean, look at James in the back of the car right there. Do you see? They're going to put James in this tiny little crouched area, which is just inhumane and brutal. There's no victim of any crime. He has a drug.
They knew he was autistic. If they had paid attention, they would have known something bad was about to happen and he needed medical help right then and there. They stripped him naked. He hated his body to be exposed, and he kept telling them that.
By the way!
He kept asking them if they would just talk to him. He hated to be confined. That would trigger him, and he would just panic. You can see the hematoma. The doctor told me had we got to him sooner, we could have saved him.
Disrespect these pigs openly. Walk by them and say, you're the evil in the world. You're the tyrant. You're the fear. You're the enemy of the people. Disrespect them so that nobody will sign up for these policies, procedures, and protocols. That's what's killing you.
When we come in and discuss flat Earth, I'll be right back. More safety meeting here.
Stuck in this prison planet, trying to think outside the box. All the minds that's locked in the cage, I'm just trying to let them out. All the wars, drama, and the rage, please tell me what about. I've been going off the path lately, man, I think I need a better route. Post-apocalyptic now, gotta get it from the ground.
We got everything is down. Fellas, we'll put it on
the money matter now. Everybody's fighting now. Ain't enough to go around. Who thought it was a whole damn council, all the freaks are coming out. Knocking on the door. Who was Tory doing rounds. The truth ain't knowing how it sounds. They look at you and start to frown. Got me feeling like an X-Man. Tell me why they wanna check me now. Why they looking for me now? I was wanting water now. Think it's a joke, but see it in 3D. Don't believe what you're seeing on the TV. Got me like a ball in the game with a shame, get to do it so easy. Try to tell them what they never will believe me. Evil plots try to do it so breezy. Open up your mind, you ain't gotta keep the keys here. Better be game in the dance of the seasons. Gonna just find my way on this person.
I gotta get deeper.
Gonna just find my way.
Stay alive long enough.
Gonna just find my way. Let this find my way.
Hey, look.
Let just find my way.
You gotta be somebody great, like crashing out like me. You can't just be somebody that thinks they're knowledgeable and that'll get bought out.
Just find my way.
You got to personally witness how fucked up the world is.
But I know it's gotta be a
have the heart and the feeling behind it. It says those that fight for me or those that talk about Jesus, God with their words, and those that like,
nothing is natural, this no more fantasy.
you know what I'm saying?
This no more sanity. Wish the humanity off in this galaxy. All of these challenges coming and challenge me in the world.
Like a photo copy, get my radio,
no more dollars on the street. Just a digital currency.
You'll get AI thing.
Cold world, that everything's just so whistle.
Day of the week, I distract myself from doing this all day. I do this all day. All night. It's like a full time, but it's not hanging up. Just find my way. Do this more Photoshop thing on YouTube. We'll see what happens.
Just find my way.
As you watch football this weekend, that football stadium's full of children missing every year won't get a happy Thanksgiving due to trafficking. We hope you share this station to others, as we make awareness of the situation. We want to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving and Merry Christmas. As always, protect the children.
Oh, that's all it is, man. One thing to know is another to take action.
First things first, I'ma say all the words inside my head. I'm fired up and tired of
we're starting a radio station. I'm getting tired of it. The cops and the government know and they're fucking with me. I'm crashing out live with the dispatch road. I'm making a move. Get involved. We'll be on the radio. Hit me up.
I'm the one at the cell. I'm the master of my seal.
Corruption. Learn on the radio. Hit us up. We're done with this. That's too far now. I'm exposing
I was broken from a young age, taking my soul into the masses, writing my poems for the few that look at me, took me, shook me, killing me, singing from heartache, from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the.
You know what I mean? I'm kind of like, I don't want to go on all parts of it. That's all I'm thinking, sir. I want to live and help humanity. I don't want to get whacked this point yet. I know it's still on time. I don't want to get whacked yet. I might up the wall. I think he did up the wall. Sorry. Why?
Third things third, send a prayer to the ones up above. All the hate that you've heard has turned your spirit to a dove. Your spirit up above. I was choking in the ground, building my rain up in the cloud, falling like ashes to the ground, hoping my feelings they would drown, but they never did. Ever lived, ebbing and flowing, inhibited, limited, till it broke up when it rained down. It rained down like.
I know it's got this on here because it's not it sounds like you get it. Everyone. It's trying to like
last things last by the grace of the fire and the flames. You're the face of the future, the blood in my veins. Oh, ooh, the blood in my veins.
Here goes again, third time. Blind circle debate.
But they never did, ever lived, ebbing and flowing, limited, till it broke up when it rained down. It rained down.
Make it as if you can hear it or see it. Sorry, let me know if you see it.
We can't.
I'm in the kingdom now. Big stepping in my holy boots, casting demons out. This one for the lost souls, Lord, bring them out. It's the last days, don't read your Bible, better read it now. I done drowned in this word, I'm gonna need a towel. Hey, this that one bush, I ain't gonna beat around. Cast the devil out your life, he wanna see you bound. You said serving God lame, you must be a clown. Devil trying to take me out, yeah, I need my rounds. Eat my spirit food, that's the word, and gain 3 more pounds. I've been knocking demons out, feel like Debo now. And it ain't no next up, he said we got now. I heard thugging for the Lord, but I ain't need no brown. Pride come before a fall, take your ego down. God took away my pain, I don't need no loud. I done turned it up a notch cause the beat on pound. Devil trying to trick you out your life, man, don't be deceived. Better follow God's plan, man, don't be no Eve. Fill my cup with holy water, I don't need no lean. For the Lord, I hold it down, but not P.O.P. Try to figure out my life, he said lean on me. Running in the holy field, I ain't need no cleats. Had to leave the streets alone, I ain't see no peace. For the Lord, I took a stand, I ain't see no seat. I was destined for a change, you seen the hunger. I done ate the pain off my plate, I love the supper. I had to do it God's way, not no other. Like, listen, have you seen the crime rate? It's not funny. The streets only have my mind cause of money. But when I look back on time, I was a dummy. As long as longevity, don't lose your life trying to rush it. If life ain't coming out your mouth, better hush it. I've been balling out for Christ and scored a bucket. I think I'd find my wife, she the woman. If you find something nice, you better tuck it. If it's green at your light, you better run it.
Maybe I did too, I don't know. But right, that's where I'm at. I think it's like I'm ready to storm that or the center. I think the center could be a way to the underworld or something, I don't know, or something great. Who knows?